Is it recording audio? Yeah, it is. Alright, it's time to make this one. Here's a video that I've been planning to make for a little while, at least since I've been not uploading some of my other ones, because I planned to get a couple of them out by now, but didn't, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. Let me find my things that I was going to do while I make this little commentary thing. And the oven's done, so I'll be right back, actually. Okay, that'll be cooking for a little bit, so I have time now. So what I was saying was, this, as you can see by the title, is not going to be a series. This is just going to be a thing where I can talk to people because I don't really have any way of updating people about my uploads besides making videos, and I don't like making those update videos because either they don't get watched, probably because, like, you know, they're not exciting at all, and also because there are some things that I feel like I need to do, and I feel like this will help with it. It's hard for me to get consistent uploads because finals are right now, and because of that, I've had to study a lot, as well as I've been playing games with friends online a lot because Counter-Strike just got its new update, and I've been playing with them on that one. So what I really wanted to talk about is how this is going to be just a new set of videos that are going to come out every week. I'd like to get them all out on Fridays, and they're just going to be a way for me to communicate with people that watch the videos. Since I've got 50 plus subscribers right now, I feel like at least, well, I feel like 5 might watch this one, hopefully. If not, then maybe 1 or 2, and I can just talk through this. And this will be the first one. It's going to help me do better at live commentary because I feel like after watching back my videos, I always need to go back and speak over them, especially in Inferno Cape Adventure, and a little bit in 07 Only Iron Man. I feel like I paced that pretty well in that one, because there's times when I have to split up the content by looking at what I've done, and I didn't talk throughout doing a whole quest or something, or I noticed a pattern in the quest that I was doing, so I usually just talk over it like that. But I want to be able to just speak without feeling like I need to edit anything out. Sometimes I feel like I get lost with my words, and I feel like this will just help me with doing that, because I could just make like a 10-20 minute video of me just talking, and without going back and fixing anything, it'll make me be able to at least better form words for things that I'm thinking, because I don't want to keep going back and cutting everything like that. And reason number 2 is to just keep me pretty much on a schedule for uploading, because I want to make videos a lot quicker, but I feel like there's things that get in the way, and I feel like part of it is how I always have to go from this to work and school, and it disrupts the cycle a little bit more. So I'd rather just keep on the cycle by making at least one video every week that is quick to make, and then keeping myself in my editing software so I can keep just getting used to it. Because it's like when you go to school and you're out of school for a semester and then you have to go back in, and studying feels so much harder. Especially if you skip the semester, which I've done before. It's just so much harder to get back into the swing of like studying and doing everything school related because you're just so used to being out of it for so long. And I feel like that's part of the reason why my uploads always slow down. So I'm not trying to talk about like the issues that I've had, but just the things that I'm doing to like keep them from happening. Because there was that 3-month break that I had, and then I came back and made 3 episodes of 07 Only, and I don't want it to repeat where I'm just on a big break in between the 07 Only episode 3 and 4. Which, by the way, I have enough footage to make episode 4, so I'm going to start editing after this. But I wanted to also announce, this is part of what I was talking about, how I want to just keep in touch with the viewers that I have, is I'm going to make a second season of Inferno Cape Adventure while I'm making 07 Only, and that's because I have enough recorded for both of them finally to be able to make them well. Like, with the last episode of Inferno Cape Adventure that I made, it seemed like it was kind of shitty, honestly, and that's because I talked about a lot of the issues that I was having, so I don't really believe in talking about issues that much that I've been having with videos, because it's just like, I always feel like people, when they do that, are just making excuses for it. So I'd rather just talk about the things that I'm doing right now to fix the issues that I've had before, and also just to like make things more exciting. So I don't remember if I said it out loud, but Season 2 Inferno Cape Adventure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did say it, is going to be a little bit different than Season 1. Not because I've changed any of the original rules from Season 1, but you will see from the episode that you will see from the like descriptive episode that I make after I release this one. of what I'm going to do for it. I'm probably going to make this one and that one come out on Friday, and then I'll try to make Infernal Cape Adventures next episode come out on Saturday. My time right now is 10:53. I don't know what time this is going to be uploaded, so it's late at night right now. So expect the next video to be out late at night, or not, depending on if I stay up all night making these 3. This one, which will be short, the season 2 descriptive episode, which is also going to be kind of short. I think it's about going to be around 5 to 8 minutes is what I'd like for it to be around, because I don't want to say too much in it that isn't directly related to, like, basically I want to just say more by saying less with it. So I hope that I can get out like 20 minutes worth of information in like 3 to 5 minutes. And then if it goes over a little bit into 8, that's fine. I don't even think that I have that much information for it, but it'll make it a lot more exciting when you see what I'm going to do. And then once the actual episode comes out, that's when I'm going to start editing 07 Only again. Expect all of these things to come out either next week, which is my finals week. That's part of the reason that these have been like taking a little bit. I can work around it usually. Like I worked around it last semester, so it's not really that hard for me. But sometimes it does get in the way, and that's just because of the extra time that it takes. So I don't want to sacrifice any of the video. Like, I don't want it to be worse because of how much time that it's going to take for me to edit it. It probably won't even take me that long, because editing all of these videos has made me really fast at it. It used to take me like 25 hours to do just my first ones, at least the ones that took like 30 minutes to make, or were 30 minutes in length. Now they take me like 5 hours, sometimes 3 hours. Like, I could probably make the next episode of 07 Only in 3 hours, and that's just because the editing process is so much faster than the recording one. So expect those to be out either next week or the week after. This is just explaining that it's going to be a little bit later than I had at least planned it in my head, and probably later than you had expected it in your head, because the uploads have been coming pretty fast. I'd like them to be weekly. I'd like both of these series to be kind of weekly and come out at the same time. So as soon as I'm out of school, it'll be a lot easier to do that. And hopefully I'll be able to make both of them with around the same time. I should be able to make them both at the same time frame. I've been playing a lot on my main account and on my Iron Man, so it's not like it's going to take me that much of a challenge, or it's not going to be much of a challenge. Oh, and I forgot, one of the most important things that I was going to talk about. Every single idea that I make for a video, this is going to be kind of a change because it's going to be off the path of me making my series, is I'm going to make every single idea that I have into a video, no matter how much time that it takes me. So it may interrupt some of the processes of the other ones, which, I mean, naturally it will, but I feel like it'll actually make the videos come out faster in comparison because, let me just find the wines up here. It'll make it more enjoyable for me to get into the editing process again, because every single idea that I have, if I make it, is going to be at least a lot more entertaining for me to film, and also I won't feel like I'm ever stuck in a cycle of having to make the same videos and then put away a different idea just because of that. And I feel like by learning that time frame of it, it'll, like I just said, it'll make it more enjoyable for me, and also it'll make it easier for me to put out videos and faster. So this is really interesting because this is kind of me putting it into action with this one. I just had this idea, I think a couple weeks ago, and then I kept thinking, no, I need to make Infernal Cape Adventure and I need to make 07 Only. And I was like, well, why do I have to do that? Because I can make this one right before I make those ones and keep myself in that process. Instead of feeling like I have to go and do something, I can go and do something that I want to do for it. And then I think that I can show best that there's proof of it working with some of the other videos that I made on this channel. Like, for me, I feel like, at least I feel like I have a lot of versatility with the stuff that I like to make. There are a lot of things that I've thought of making and then haven't made because I've taken time to do other things, and then there's times when I've just made them. Like, on this channel I have that PK video of Tor Vesta, and also the Dragon Slayer 1 minute thing, which is what I started with. And then I have the Rot Weapon thing, pretty much just all of these things where it's not just commentaries, it's clips of just funny stuff that I thought of off the top of my head. And I really enjoy making those as much as I enjoy making these. So to not make those and to only focus on this, I feel like gets in the way of me being as creative as I want to be. And there's no real reason for me to even do it, because it's like, it takes me so much time to make either of those ones, and if I start getting bored of it, then why even have made them in the first place? Like, I don't know. I've always had these series ones planned to be taking a week. At least my Iron Man will always be a week because low level content and '07 stuff is always like, for me, it always feels like there's something that I want to record on it. But for my main, the things that I do, like raids and stuff, take 30 minutes each to an hour if I'm trying to solo it. And that's only for one raid. So if I do multiple of them, then I have to make content after like 8 hours if I do or don't get an item from it. And it's just like, that's going to take me so much time to make my main stuff. And I'd rather just like be able to make stuff consistently, delay making this video until I actually have something that I could talk about. So say I make a season 2 video and it's just me running around raids and I don't get an item and it's been 3 days or something and I make it every 3 days. It's like I could find a way to make that entertaining, but I don't feel like it's entertaining to me. And if it doesn't feel entertaining to me, then I don't even want to really release that. So I'd rather just, what I'm saying is take the extra time to make the videos, have them take like a week and a half or something if they need a week and a half. Some videos only need like 4 days before I can make them. Like, I think '07 only episodes 2 to 3, because I just played so much in between them and got so much done. And I feel like it'll be the same way for this, because I did, spoiler, get a bunch of diary and quest type stuff done. And there's just certain things where you can record them really quickly, and then certain things where it just takes forever. So in the times when it takes forever, I want to still be able to make a video, but I don't want to be able to think, or I don't want to think right away, oh, I can't make this video that I'm thinking of because I still need to rush to make this other one, because then it's just no fun, and then I end up not even filming it. And I feel like that's another big problem that I've had from it, but at least that one's easily fixable. I can just make anything that I want to. And I feel like that's more enjoyable, I feel like that's more enjoyable for both sides to watch. I don't think anybody's going to disagree on that one besides people who like want a consistent video to come out every so often, which I can see, but like if I can't do it, then I can't do it, and I'd rather just stick to the things that like are entertaining to me that I know will entertain other people as well, besides, you know, just trying to push something out. Another thing that I wanted to say was I want to have Q&A style things. Obviously, I don't expect even one question from this, but I'm going to be using these as Q&A type things, where if people have a question in the comments about anything with my channel or just want to talk to me, then I'll use these to where I can talk to like people. Obviously, I'll comment back, but I can shout people out and stuff on these when I first make them. And then if somebody has a comment or something, or a concern that they have for a series or something, and they comment on a different video, then I can highlight those comments as well, put them into these, and talk about them for everybody to see. So I know some people had the same issue. Like if I thought there was somebody who said that the Black Wizard Robe gold trim in Infernal Cape, or I mean '07 only episode 3 was not from 2007, then I can also say that in these, and then other people who may have had the same kind of question or comment but never said it can also see it in here, at least if they're a subscriber, and assuming that they even watch this. So that's what I wanted to talk about for that part. Next part I wrote on this is how successful I want this channel to be, which basically is just asking how much attention do I want, or how many videos do I want to make that actually get views and stuff. Obviously, I just want to have fun with making all of these things, and I'm glad because I'm having fun right now making this basically just a long commentary about not a whole lot. And numbers-wise, I don't really care. Like, I'm not looking for a specific number. Obviously, I would want it to be high because that means more people are watching it. But for the reason of why I want more people to watch it is because I make a lot of friends through doing this. At first, it was because I like just had fun making videos, and it's still that part of it, but I really like how people will comment and then keep commenting, and then I can keep talking to them, and then eventually, if I talk to the people enough in the comments, or if it just leads to that from somebody wanting to add me in game, then I start talking to them in game, and then I also start talking to them through doing other things. The best example I can think of is my friend Phone, because he said, hey, I can teach you raids if you want to. So I had him teach me raids in the beginning of when I was doing it, and it helped me out a lot. He showed me how to Discord We Do raids, where I was able to find a lot of people to do it with, a lot of learning people and LowKC people when I was LowKC, and it helped me out a lot. And then I started talking to him after that, and we were talking while doing some raids, and we got along pretty well, so I was able to make a friend through it. And I've made a couple of friends through making videos, and I feel like that part of it is really fun for me, because I like to have that idea that everybody that's watching is like a friend to me and I'm a friend to them. So when I'm making these, if people want to say something towards them, like, oh, I really like your '07 only Iron Man idea, then it feels like we both have something in common in that way. It's like I just watched V the Victim's Vampire Iron Man episode 1 and 2, and I commented on those saying I really enjoyed it because I want to show him that, like, I'm somebody who likes the same shit that he does pretty much. And I feel like commenting in that way where you know that you have something in common with somebody, like, not to be like saying that they're best friends or anything or that there's a special connection between them, but it's just like you have a connection to them because you both like the same thing. And I really like having that because when I see people like the same thing as me and my specific videos, and I see that they say, like, oh, you deserve so many more people, like all of that kind of stuff, it makes me happy because I'm just like, oh, good, people like this sort of thing. I like this sort of thing. We both like the same thing. So it's very easy to feel like I have a lot of friends watching my same thing. And that gives me a lot of enjoyment. So as long as I have that feeling of it, I feel like this channel will always be successful. And that's pretty much my only thing in mind when I'm making these. And then if I were to put a number, at least right now, I would like 100. That's all I can think of. But I don't feel like it'll be that hard to get 100 because I just plan on consistently making stuff and people seem to like it. So I'm sure as I progress farther and it gets into the meat of it, like when I actually have my Infernal Cape and when I actually go to Barrows and stuff on the '07 only one, more people will want to watch it because they'll see that, like, there's actual progression on the account to where not a lot of people have gotten to it. So numbers wise, that's why I'm not really concerned about it. Obviously, I just believe if you keep making videos, even if it was just the same thing, you'll keep getting better at it. And then if it's interesting, people will always watch it. So numbers wise should never be a concern if you're planning on making videos. And I feel like it's successful right now with it. Pretty happy where I'm sitting at it right now. The only thing is I'd like to make more of these videos quicker. And with this, I should be able to make them quicker. Before I start taking too long on this one, because I don't want it to be extremely long, the only other things that I really have written down is not giving up on videos, setting deadlines for it, which I've already said, and then final words. So if it were a final word type thing, all that I'd really want to say is I have a lot more planned that isn't just in the way of series. There's a lot of different things that I want to do content-wise that are going to be different and not in the way of just being like different for different sake, but just because there's just so many ideas that I have that I want to make that I feel like I can't make at certain times. The oven's going to be going off, so I got to turn that off. Be right back. Okay, pizza's out of the oven. Can keep talking about all this stuff. Last words was I feel like I have so many more ideas. I feel like I've already said that that I want to make. I have a lot of things that I want to create. I'll probably take this part out if I feel like I'm repeating myself too much, but I think I've already said everything that I want to say. This is really entertaining for me to make. I enjoy just making a long commentary type thing with no goal in mind because it feels like I'm just able to make something as kind of a release type video where I don't have to edit it or record it for an extreme amount of time. A single video can take like 12 hours of recording to get at least enough decent clips to make a full episode. So this is nice and refreshing. I don't know what I'm going to call this, by the way. I literally only came up with one name for it that I'm satisfied with, and that is The Weekly Thing. So I might just call it that. It is not creative at all, but it's the best description for what I can think of this thing. It's like, it's very open. There's nothing really specific that goes into it. It's just a commentary for 20 minutes about things that I'm going to be talking about throughout the week, or what people who watch my videos say to me and what I can highlight from it, and how I can just talk about things. It's just so open, so I think that I am going to just go with that name. I wasn't originally going to. I kept thinking of names like, no, I should name it something else, something more interesting, but it's just so fitting, so I'm probably just going to name it that. If you see the title on this one, then you might be confused, but that's okay. You'll get the description from it, either from the description or from this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and I'm assuming you're already subscribed if you're watching it, but if you're not and you just stumbled upon this and watched all the way to the end of here, then thank you, and I hope to see you on the next one of it, even though there was nothing before that you watched of it that would make you want to watch the next things. Either way, I'm excited to keep making these. I'm not going to call it a series because it's not really a series. It's just a very open thing. And if you have any questions, any type of things that you want me to talk about, any types of things about my series that you want to see highlighted or shouted out, I want to give a shout out to one person so far, or two people. One of the guys who's already commented on a bunch of videos who had pretty much a lot of nice things to say, at least on the older ones. I feel like he's still stuck around until now. He knows who he is, so if he is watching this one, I'd like to see a comment from him again, because I don't know if I've lost him or not from my other ones, because he was really, really vocal on my Infernal Cave Adventure series. And the second one is Phone for teaching me raids, giving me the confidence to do raids, and showing me that Discord channel, because it helped me do a lot of things where I wouldn't be able to do them if I didn't have it. And he has a stream for his rebuild right now from 0. He used to have max gear with everything, does Theater of Blood, does Raids 1. If you'd like to check it out, he started a little while back, so he's probably still in that phase of going through, like, all of the low-level money makers, or, I don't know, he has pretty high stats, so it's not like he's going to be just looting in the wilderness or something. But he's doing a rebuild. He was killing gorillas and doing raids the last time that I saw, and that took him, like, probably 10 hours to get to, maybe even less. So he's pretty good at the game. If that's something you're interested in, I'll leave an annotation here. It's twitch.tv/phonemanbtw. I'm going to get that right on the text on the screen so that I know that I'm not saying it wrong. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not saying it wrong because that's when I went to his Twitch and saw. If it is, then I'll just voice over it. So yeah, let me know if you have any comments, questions, or anything based on anything on my channel. If you want to know what types of videos that I'm going to be making next, I'll reply to you in the comments. I'll talk more about it in the next one. These are going to be released every... Is it still Friday or is it Saturday? Okay, these are going to be released every Friday. Even if I upload this on Saturday, I'm going to count it as a Friday. I know it's going to take me a long time to finalize editing this, so... Whatever. Weekly thing. Every Friday. Hope you got something out of this. And I hope to see some comments. If I don't, I'll just keep talking about random stuff. And I will see you on the next videos. Infernal Cape Adventure and 07 Only Iron Man are going to be coming out very soon. At least in the next week or week after that. Also, my girlfriend's going to be going away for a bit, so I'll probably be uploading a lot the week of the 23rd to right before New Year's Day. So that's when a lot of my edits are going to be coming out, and then probably power through rest of the 2019. I feel like I can make videos faster now, so should be more uploads. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.